Hello and welcome, I'm Ashysource, aka Ashy, and today I wanted to talk about my favorite announcements from Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. Instead of going through a long walkthrough of announcements, I'm just going to jump into my favorite ones. So let's jump into it. They announced the Code Veronica remake at the Summer Game Fest. It's called Resident Evil Veronica. It was revealed and I knew from the moment I seen it that it was a Resident Evil game. It'll be coming out in 2027, so I'm super interested. They also announced Blood Message, a narrative-driven linear action adventure game that's by NetEase. I have not heard about this. Apparently it was announced last year, but they showed off a trailer here, and it seems like it's going to be a father-son dynamic from the 2025 trailer, and the one that was at Summer Game Fest was about the father when he was younger, when the kid was young too. So we'll see more about that in the future. They did not give a release date, but it looks really good from what it seems like. Next, they announced The Last Ronin game by Platinum Games, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, and as a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm actually really excited for this. I'm interested to see how it goes because Paramount just recently turned Skydance games into Paramount games, so we'll see what's going to go on with that. Next, we got to look at Virtua Fighter Crossroads, which I'm super excited for. This looks amazing. I love the art style, the music, the characters. They look super unique, and I'm so excited to see how this game turns out because it's going to be a narrative-driven fighting game. Even though I'm a casual when it comes to fighting games, I just love storylines, and I've been really hoping that I could get a fighting game that has a storyline. This looks like it's going to be so much fun. They're going to have it a action-adventure fighting game, and I know Street Fighter did a little bit of that, but it was still mostly like Street Fighter. This one looks a bit different, and I'll be talking more about this on my channel once I'm done with this video. I'm gonna make a whole video talking about all the details, so look out for that. I can't wait. It's coming out 2027. We got a new look at the Blood of the Dawnwalker. I always mess up on the name of this game, but it looks amazing. It's a action role-playing game that's gonna be choice-based, I heard, and it's by Rebel Wolves. And I am super excited. I'm gonna talk about this game on my channel too. I'm gonna try to make a video about it because I've been wanting to talk about this game. I think I've talked about it before on this channel, if I'm not wrong. It was at another showcase, but it looks really good. I'm glad that it got better from the last time I seen it, and it kind of reminds me of like The Witcher from the way it looks, and then it kind of reminds me of Vampire. I'm so interested. It'll be coming out September 3rd, 2026. Next up is Among Us Story on Guard. It is an upcoming single-player mystery game developed by Innerslot. It is a narrative spin-off based on Among Us, and it will be using dialogue and different art style to convey a traditional murder mystery. And I am so excited for this because I love Among Us, and I think it's super cute. And I don't know when it will be coming out because they didn't give a release date, but I'll definitely be talking about this sooner or later when they get more information. Sonic Racing Crossroads announced their Year 2 Seasons Pass, which is really interesting to me because I did not expect that. So they announced also their characters that will be coming out this year, which will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in July of 2026 and Avatar Legends October 2026. They'll also be having their second year Seasons Pass that will include 6 new DLC packs, and more will be revealed later this year. But the ones that they showed was Godzilla collab and a crossover with Evangelion, which is really interesting. They also revealed Sonic Pico Park. It is a Sonic licensed game inspired by an indie title called Pico Park. It'll be featuring puzzle-driven co-op action. I've never heard of this before. It's cute, but I don't see myself playing it. The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out in 2027, apparently. As a huge fan of the first game, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't think they're going by the original storyline, like a continuation, so I'm not really that interested in it. But yeah, I guess I'll look forward to it. I'll keep my eye on it, but I don't think I'm gonna be jumping on it that fast. They also announced a remaster of the first one, and it'll be coming out in holiday 2026. And next up is my favorite announcement, so I kept it for last, is a new look at Stranger Than Heaven. We have new information on the release date and the collector's edition, so I'm gonna jump into the trailer first. In the trailer, they were showing a bathhouse with the main character Makoto Daito in there, and when he came out of the bath, he had his tattoo revealed, which was a eagle and a dragon fighting against each other. At least that's what it looked like. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone with an eagle tattoo like a dragon, so I'm not sure. We know we've seen a million dragons at this point, but I don't think I've ever seen an eagle, so I wonder what this is going to stand for in his storyline. They also announced some new cast members. I'll put them on the screen so you guys can see them. I won't be going through all of the names, but one of them in particular is Takaya Kuroda, which is Kyu, and another one is Amaru, who is portrayed by Tupac. This has been a huge thing that's going online for over the weekend, and I was supposed to talk about it a while ago, but my audio kept getting messed up. And I'm just gonna say that this whole casting thing is controversial, and I'm not surprised because games recently that I've noticed apparently have done this before, where they brought back Japanese actors and stuff like that. Like one of them is Banta Sugawara, which is in Stranger Than Heaven, and then they have the the actor for Onimusha Way of the Sword, those are all dead people that they use their face to portray the character. And I'm not surprised, I've heard they do this in Japan. They also do this technically in America and like the West with bringing back people who are, you know, political figures like, you know, Washington, Abraham Lincoln. They do this all the time. So I'm not surprised. People are mad also because the family of Tupac is no longer running the estate and now it's someone else, but apparently he was assigned to it. So that happened. He also had a hologram back in 2012 with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, which people were disappointed about too, but apparently his family was fine with it, at least the mom that was running his estate back then. So I don't see technically a problem with this. I don't personally like using dead people. I mentioned this in my last video, but it doesn't kill my hype because in the end they got permission for it. I'd rather have this over what they did with Yakuza 3 where they hired someone who allegedly committed a bunch of crimes. And I think that people are just taking it too seriously. Some people are even saying that, you know, RGG stumbled when they casted someone who allegedly committed crimes, but bringing back a dead person? Disgusting. I'm just like, that's silly. That's just silly to me. Stranger in Heaven will be releasing January 15th, 2027, and on to the editions. They have the standard edition that includes the base game. They have the Amazon edition that will include Stranger in Heaven, the base game, and a free poster. They have the digital deluxe edition that will include Stranger in Heaven, an original outfit for Makoto Daito, set of 4 new weapons, set of 4 new skilled performers, and a set of 3 stage production items, a special promotional poster, a record player, in-game soundtrack, and a electronic camera. And then they have a collector's edition that includes Stranger in Heaven, the base game. It's a physical game. The deluxe upgrade and pre-order bonus DLC codes, exclusive steelbook case, exclusive 12-inch vinyl record, and exclusive collector's edition box. So that'll be all that. They showed off their cast. They showed off all of that stuff at the Summer Games Fest, so I had to talk about it. And I'm super excited for this game. I know some of the stuff is going on and it's controversial. I just hope that they don't announce anybody else. Personally, I think that they could just keep their own characters. I've always said this. I didn't like when they had it in Judgment for the main character. I know that people like the actor, but the problem with that, it also comes with strings attached. What happened if in the future, like 20 years later, we remake this game and we don't have the likeness of Tupac? So what, like, would this work? That's why I don't really like using faces. Also, I would hope that the people will let the person rest in peace and things like that. So I'm still gonna be excited for Stranger in Heaven, and now I'm gonna move on to the Xbox event. So they showed off a new look at Fable. It'll still be coming out on PlayStation and Xbox and Steam. It'll be coming out on February 23rd, 2027. This game looks great. Still, I just don't know anything about Fable very much. I thought it was something else when I first heard of it. So I said I would probably check it out, but probably on a sale. I'm just not really interested in the humor that Fable had, from what I've seen. They also announced that Halo Campaign Evolved. That'll be out in July 28th. They showed off Persona 4, a revival. That'll be coming out on February 18th, 2027. I knew that this was coming out next year. This coming out on February makes a lot of sense. We have on the 15th, we are getting Stranger in Heaven, and now we're getting P4. So that makes more sense, like they did with Persona 3 and Infinite Wealth, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. This is actually really cool. It's coming out for basically everything except Switch 2. They showed off Wo Long 2 Wings of Ember. It's coming out early 2027 and it's going to be on most platforms, I'm pretty sure, except Switch 2. They announced Crazy Taxi World Tour. It's coming 2027 and I have a lot of complaints about this game already. I did not know this was going to be Crazy Taxi. It kind of looks like Fortnite. It looks really weird. And also, apparently on the Steam page, it uses AI for its like backgrounds and it's still like being looked into and things like that, apparently, to the devs, and I just don't like it. It's just, I don't think this looks like Crazy Taxi to me. It does not. It just looks weird. It doesn't look like what I was expecting. I really hope it's better than what I think it is. Another cute game was announced called Vivarium. It's coming 2027. It looks cute. It looks kind of like an old anime. It'll be coming out on a bunch of platforms. Let me check exactly. Not PlayStation or Switch. It seems like it's going to be Xbox and PC mostly, for Epic Games and Steam. Persona 6 was announced. They just showed a graveyard and then the logo that was apparently leaked from some people are saying. And it's coming out on most platforms except Switch, which I'm not surprised about. But I'm interested in this because they are teasing it again, just like they did with Persona 4. So I'm going to assume this is going to either come out late 2027 or early 2028. Probably once we get the announcement trailer, we'll probably get the date of it. Because usually when we get a teaser, they don't have any information about it at all. Spyro: A Realm Beyond has been announced for spring 2027, and I'm very interested in this. This is going to be on pretty much every platform. I don't know if it's at Epic Games. I will check. It said on everything except Epic Games, it seems. So it's going to be on everything, Switch 2 and PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Clockwork Revolution, that will be coming out in 2027, and it's an Xbox exclusive. The next game I'll be talking about is another Xbox exclusive, but I wanted to leave that for last. This game is going to be Xbox exclusive. I do not own an Xbox anymore, so this sucks. And I don't have a good PC either, and I don't have the money to, like, you know, upgrade either. Things like get a new console or get a computer, so this sucks. This will be definitely a game I'm going to be skipping because I just can't afford it. It's unfortunate. This game looks really good. It reminds me a lot of the games that I do play. I like to play a lot of first-person games, and I just really wanted to play this game. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be a PlayStation game, but I am sad that I won't be able to play it. Now, lastly, they talked about E-Day. It started with E-Day and ended with E-Day. They also had something for Call of Duty, but I don't care about Call of Duty, so moving on from that. They did show off E-Day, and I am devastated. E-Day, I am devastated because it was apparently going to come out on PlayStation 5, and they canceled it last minute, and even apparently people who are close to Xbox said they did not know that they were going to just, like, cancel it and not tell people, and it sucks because I really wanted to play E-Day. I was so excited. When they announced that they were going to bring certain games to PlayStation and the other Gears of War games on there, I was like, okay, E-Day is definitely going to be on there. Then this will be my, like, last Xbox game, probably on PlayStation. I was literally, like, saving up for Gears of War E-Day because I love Gears of War. Like, Gears of War is something that I've been talking about for the last, like, 7 years. I've gotten into it. I was going through a really hard time in my life, and I just started watching people playing Gears of War and got really into it. And I fell in love with the series, and I'm just so sad that I won't be able to play this game because it's not going to be on PlayStation. I don't own an Xbox, and I cannot upgrade my PC enough to be able to play it. And it's so devastating to me. And like I said, it's too much money to be able to buy an Xbox and to play this game. It looks amazing in certain aspects. I don't know about the combat. The art style is a bit weird. They look like they're really small under their armor. They also made everyone's heads a bit smaller, where in the art style for Gears of War, they had, like, really big heads. They look like action figures. And I'm just kind of sad that they changed that to make it more realistic. And even though it is not completely realism, because they still have some of their, like, face structures and things like that. Like, it's just weird. I'm sad. I'm really sad about E-Day. I really wanted to play this game. It's coming out in October. I really wanted to play this game. And now it is not going to be able to play. And I'm so sad. I really wanted to play this game. It's, like, getting me actually emotional because I really wanted to play this game so bad. Like, I never cry over video games. But I literally was like, I'm so excited to play E-Day, and I'm not going to be able to play it. And I'm so sad. Like, this game was, like, my biggest, like, want. Now it's, like, coming so soon, and I'm like, I wish, but I'm unfortunate. I cannot play it, which is so devastating to me. But that's it for now. This was this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked any games here, tell me which one was your favorite. What was your favorite from Summer Game Fest or the Xbox event? And tell me down below, and we'll have a conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I'm just a man missing you. Please understand, without you